What if I told you one hospital has saved over 10 million people from going blind, while treating 70% of its patients for free? Literally, in just a few minutes, a person can regain their sight, all thanks to a $2 plastic lens. Sounds like charity, right? Here's the twist. This hospital doesn't depend on donations or government funding. Because it's so efficient and profitable, the founder compares it to McDonald's, a burger restaurant. Yes, just like McDonald's makes food really fast by doing the same steps over and over, Aravind does eye surgeries in a super organized way. This means doctors fix eyes in just a few minutes instead of hours, helping way more people every day. This is done because Aravind Eye Hospital is like a super speedy eye fixing factory. They do so many eye surgeries every day that even though some people pay very little or nothing, the hospital still makes enough money to keep helping more and more people. And they also learned how to optimize their profit margin because of a tiny plastic lens. It used to cost hundreds of dollars, so poor people couldn't afford it. But Aravind found a way to make them for just $2. And now, millions of blind people can see again. A small idea, but a huge change for the world. Stick with me, because in just 4 points, you will learn one of the greatest business models in healthcare history. And by the end of this video, you'll wonder why every hospital in the world isn't doing this. Most hospitals are overwhelmed, understaffed, and inefficient. But what if you could run a hospital the way McDonald's runs a kitchen, where every step is streamlined, every movement is optimized, and no second is wasted? This is Dr. Venkataswamy explaining it.
See, McDonald's concept is simple. They feel they can train people all over the world, irrespective of different religions, different culture, different all those things, to produce a product in the same way and deliver it in the same manner in hundreds of places.
At most hospitals, eye surgeries take hours, prepping the patient, setting up equipment, performing the operation, and handling post-op care. But at Aravind, surgeons don't waste time moving between rooms or setting up each operation from scratch. Instead, they work in a conveyor belt system because patients are prepped in one area. Surgeons perform back-to-back surgeries in an optimized workflow, and a single doctor can perform 10 times as many surgeries as a typical hospital. By using assembly line efficiency, Aravind doctors restore sight to 60% more people every day compared to standard hospitals. This is why they can provide free surgeries to the poor without losing money. You'd think offering free surgeries would bankrupt a hospital, right? But what if I told you the secret to Aravind's financial success was hidden in a tiny piece of plastic?
At that time, each lens was costing around $200. They were not affordable in most developing countries. So we devised our own methods of making lenses up to international standards, and we were able to sell them at about $5 a piece.
Cataract surgery requires an intraocular lens, a tiny implant that replaces the damaged lens in the eye. In the 1980s, these lenses cost $300 to $500 each, making them completely unaffordable for millions of blind people. So then, instead of relying on donations, Aravind built its own lens factory called Oralab. By producing their own lenses at just $2 a piece, that means they slashed costs by over 99%. Therefore, this one simple innovation allowed Aravind to cut surgery costs drastically, make treatment affordable for millions, and sell lenses to other hospitals worldwide, creating a new revenue stream. Progressing to today, Aravind's $2 lens is used in over 150 countries, proving that affordable healthcare can still be highly profitable. Most nonprofit hospitals struggle to survive without government support or charity funding. But what if a hospital could scale indefinitely while staying profitable?
And performed over 4 million surgeries. The vast majority of that either completely free of charge or at ultra-subsidized rates.
Instead of relying on external funding, Aravind runs on a cross-subsidization model, which means 30% of patients pay full price for surgery. Their payments cover the cost for the 70% of patients who pay little or nothing. Because Aravind is so efficient, it makes a profit even when treating people for free. And instead of expanding like a traditional hospital chain, they train doctors from around the world to replicate their system. Therefore, by focusing on self-sustaining growth, Aravind has treated over 10 million patients, trained thousands of surgeons, and inspired a global movement, all without a single government dollar. And the last point, what if I told you that one doctor, with nothing but 11 beds and a huge vision, built a hospital that now treats millions every year? It all started with just a simple idea: helping people see again. In 1976, when most people retire, they relax and take it easy. But Dr. V, a retired government doctor, did the exact opposite. Instead of resting, he decided to create Aravind Eye Hospital with just 11 beds. Fast forward to today, and his small hospital has now become the largest provider of eye surgeries in the world, performing almost 9 million surgeries and handling over 84 million visits. This hospital is changing lives, one surgery at a time. What's the lesson here? Sometimes big change comes from the smallest ideas. Aravind's story shows that a single vision can grow into something huge, helping millions see the world clearly. Sometimes, big change comes from the smallest ideas. Aravind's story shows that a single vision can grow into something huge, helping millions see the world clearly. And it all started with just a doctor's dream to make the impossible possible. Most hospitals charge higher prices to make up for inefficiencies. Aravind proved that by cutting waste and innovating on cost, you can help more people and still be profitable. So, the real question is, why isn't every hospital in the world doing this? This is more than just a hospital. It's a blueprint for fixing broken healthcare systems worldwide. Want more game-changing business models? Watch this next video on What if Bitcoin was controlled by governments? Subscribe for more stories about businesses that change the world.